space. So look guys, right away, when someone gets me inside control, my arms are not outside at all. My arms are always inside. And right away I'm pinching my elbows to my side, which is a frame, which is keeping Ted from smashing my ribs. Not only that, but this hand right here under his neck, I connect my hand to it and I frame off his neck. So anytime he puts pressure on it, he's choking himself out. Also, this hand here, this arm, I'm framing off his hip. I'm not framing with my hand, because anytime that people do it, they shift their hips and they wrist lock you, and it hurts the wrist. That's why I use the frame. Now from this position here, he's nice and connected to me. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move my head away. As I move my head, my hip is gonna connect to Ted. So see how I move, and my hip moves into him. From there, I just escape away and bring my knee in. And there's the escape. So right away, I connect to my opponent. I'm not loose, I'm connected to him. Right away, I'm moving my head. As I move my head, my hips move in. Just like this, it's creating space. Now, I use my leg, I pop my hips out, I'm still framing, and I get my knee across his hip. Now I'm in a much better position. So right here, the frame, I connect to his neck and I cut. I'm not grabbing the fabric, because when I grab, it takes my hand away from his neck. So right here, I'm connected to it. My forearm is on his neck, my forearm's right in his hip. I'm not letting him collapse my arms. From here, I move the head, hips come in, and the knee comes up, and now I'm right in front of him. You guys see that okay? Good, guys, let's try it. 1, 2, 3. The dump truck. I don't really have names for stuff that we do. I just know that it works. So, side control position. Same thing, I'm framing. I'm always framing off my opponent. I never want my frames to be here to where exactly he's driving his shoulder, my chin. It's super uncomfortable. What I do is first, the hand that's at the hip, right here, I bring all the way through and I grab his belt, thumb in, just like this. Then this hand here comes under and wraps around his neck, thumb in as well. What I do from this position, in the beginning, I keep my head kind of buried, but then what I do is I pull him towards my waist. And the reason I do that, because I'm setting him up to bring his arm into my neck. Because most of the time in jiu-jitsu, when we see someone exposed like that, we go for the choke. So what I do is I pull him towards my hip. I have nothing to block, so it gives him the choke. He goes down to choke. What I do right away is I lift my hips and I throw my arms over my head. So right from here. What I do from here is I pull, and now I'm inside control on him. Hey, you guys didn't think I could move like that, huh? That's right.
50-something.
Yeah, I hear you guys, ooh.
It's that chiropractor.
That's that chiropractor, that's right. So right from here, framing. Look how I can bring my hand in. I fold it in. Just like this. Thumb in. Come around, I slide. Right here, all the way around his neck. I pull him. Most of the time when you pull someone like this, their automatic reaction is to come back and replace that space. You don't like this. So my neck's there, he goes to grab my neck. Good, he goes to choke. Look, I dump him right over. I pull and use his momentum to come up. Now I have a nice side control with him. You guys see that? Yes.
Good question. This is all arm movement, or do you ever use your knee to kind
I'm
of...
not using my knees, I'm using my arms, and I'm open at the same time.
That's the leverage?
So I'm here, like this. So, just like this. All right, guys, let's do it. 1, 2, 3.